Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to share dream oracle messages that pertain to the full moon this Sunday. Now, if you are coming across this video at another time, that is okay and that is perfect. It just means that it is the right time for you to hear these messages. So what are dream oracle messages? Well, I have a very unique gift to be able to lucid dream and connect with spirit and the universe while I am asleep. So essentially, I channel these messages from spirit through the dream world. It's quite unique and different. I do want to point out that these messages are all about empowerment and personal transformation. So in addition to the messages, Spirit also shares tips, tools, and actions that you can take in your daily life to help integrate these messages and teachings more fully into your life. So let's dive into the messages. Message 1. This is an interesting dream I had because it was me with animals, and as I was feeding these animals and taking care of these animals, they became more magical. And as I was feeding them, every time I would feed them, they actually got more and more magical and more happy and more joyful. And in a nutshell, there was more to the dream, but in a nutshell, what this all represented was how everything is energy and really being mindful of the energy that you put into the world. Because as you put this energy into the world, it is being absorbed by the walls, by the animals, by other people, other beings, people you interact with. The work that you do, that goes out into the world. And so be mindful of the energy that you're putting into it, because what energy you're putting into it is the energy that it's going to emanate and what energy it's going to resonate with others and with the world. So as we all know, this world that we live in right now is in a time of transition, and we need to heal our planet, we need to heal ourselves, we need to heal each other. And so being mindful of the energy that you're putting into your daily life, your daily tasks, your daily interactions is super important, because all that energy that you're putting in, if you're putting good energy in, good energy is going to come out. If you put bad energy in and bad vibes in, bad energy and bad vibes are going to emanate from your actions and the work that you do. And even say you're writing a book, for example. If you're writing a book and you're in a grumpy mood and you're putting that energy, even though you might not be talking about it in the book, that energy is still going into that book, that work that you're doing. And so when somebody is reading it 10 years from now, that energy is going to be emanating from those words in a subtle way, through frequency, through vibration that we don't even know, that we might not even be conscious of. So that's why it's really, really important to put love into things, to put kindness into things, compassion, and all those good vibes into the work you do, into the interactions you take and make, because it just literally ripples through life. So be very mindful of the energy that you're putting into things and make sure it's positive, loving, kind, compassion, peaceful, all those good, yummy feelings and vibes. Yeah, it was really interesting in this dream as I reflect on it, because I would like touch a wall and that wall would sparkle and the energy just like emanated and permeated throughout, and it was pretty magical. So tell me, how did that message resonate with you? If you liked it, hit the thumbs up right now. The next message, message 2, this dream was interesting because I was riding through this museum on a conveyor belt, and the conveyor belt obviously was taking me through different exhibits and different shows that were part of the museum. And essentially what this dream was telling me, it's really hard. So I explain the parts of the dream to you, but what's also really hard to explain is that is such like a one way to, I'm sharing one piece of the dream, but actually when these messages come through, it's like they're downloaded in all these different ways. So I get information that is visual and that is tactile because I'm in the dream, but then also I have like spirit talking to me in the dream and downloading all these images and feelings and senses and experiences. So it's like not even just 360, but it's like even bigger than 360. So the dream is kind of like part of it, but then also these downloads. So Okay, so yes, I'm riding this conveyor belt through the museum, but it was also like so much more of an experience than that, because what Spirit was sharing with me was that everything has value in life. All of our experiences have value. And it's like our life is like this conveyor belt. It's this conveyor belt through this quote unquote time that we're existing in right now, this linear horizontal time that we're existing in. But what is really important is that everything that we do, everything that we experience is equally important. So even the quote unquote negative experiences, they are just as important as those like exhilarating moments when we have accomplished something and we feel so proud of ourselves, and whatever that experience is, the good stuff and the bad stuff. Like, we're told that it's all equal, but there was something else that's downloaded in this message for you right now that helps you bring it more full circle into your being. Does this make sense? If so, give it a thumbs up. If not, feel free to give it a thumbs down and let me know that this is confusing. But essentially, it is all about accepting and knowing that all the experiences are the same, and that you are being guided on this conveyor belt and you will reach your end destination. Everything will work out, but it's about appreciating the good and the bad, and that it all flows, and it's this conveyor belt through life, and everything cycles and it moves through. And sometimes there's an exhibit that you really like, and sometimes there's an exhibit that you really don't like, but you need to go through this exhibit and this experience that you don't like to get to what you do like. But value both and value all things equally, because they are all here for your greater teaching and awakening and lessons for you. It's not that things are happening to you, they are happening for you, and they are all equal in their experiences. I hope that makes sense. If you like this message, give it a thumbs up. I would love to know. Comment below if that was confusing or if that made sense. The third message that I want to share with you, this dream, I was with a group of people. So it was like a community of people. We were all together and we were on this rocky bridge. It was a bridge made out of stone. And this stone had a very large platform that we were all on, but it was being held up by like a needle like sliver of stone. So it wasn't a strong foundation. And what this represented was where the world is at right now. Big shocker, right? Like, we all know this. We all know that in many regards, the foundations and the structures, whether it's corporations and governments and all these things, and then all the way down to often our beliefs. There's not a lot of foundation holding up even some of our beliefs that we so strongly hold to, as well as the foundations of our society. We all know that the foundations need to crumble, that need to shift, and we need better foundations and transition out what doesn't work and bring in what does work. And so what this dream was all about was really addressing our shadow, really looking at house cleaning, vacuuming, cleaning house, getting rid of things that don't support us, looking at things in society that don't support us, and how can we make a shift in our daily life. Because I know a lot of people are feeling defeated these days and thinking like everything is so broken and how can I make a difference? Well, you can make a difference. You can make a difference by taking care of your side of the street, cleaning up what's in your being, so your shadow work, as well as your community, your friend group, whatever that means to you, but taking a look at what you can do to clean house, so to speak, to clean up your own shadow. And from doing that, things can shift. In my dream, we did actually get off this foundation. So for me, that represented hope. For me, it represented, like, we were all kind of grouped together and there was a lot of us on this rocky foundation. And literally it took one person. It took one person to start saying, hey, we can get off this. So you might feel like, what can I do? You can use your voice, you can show by actions, you can make a different choice for yourself. And by that one person going off the bridge into an area that was safer, that allowed everybody else to open their eyes and see like, okay, there are other options for us, and maybe I want to make that choice for myself. So I'm going to also get off this bridge, this platform that is not stable. And so this is also a message of hope. Very much so a message of hope, in that we have these choices within ourselves that we can make, and however small they might seem, you don't know the ripple effect. So make a better choice for yourself. Start questioning things that maybe you didn't question in the past, and allow yourself to be open to make a better choice and be open to a better choice. If you maybe don't know what that better choice is, allow yourself to be open to it and receive it, and you will be guided. And so this is a message of doing your shadow work and cleaning up what is internally going on within you, and being responsible for yourself and responsible for how you engage and participate in the world, as well as it is equally a message of hope. So I hope this message also resonates with you, because I really like this message. I really love messages of hope, because I believe in hope, and I believe in humanity, and I believe in the goodness of people. And so, yeah, it's a message of hope as well. So message 4, I feel like I say this all the time, but it is about compassionately sharing with others what your needs are. So compassionately speaking your truth from an open heart, it is so important. This message actually didn't have a dream with it. It literally was just this download that I received from Spirit. They're just like, remind people to have an open heart and connect with others through empathy, through compassion, through kindness, and through your truth. And yeah, it's so important to hold that space from an open heart, because it makes it so much more easily received when it is coming from that place, when you're emanating that from within to others, and just the interactions that you have in the world. Drop a comment below and let me know what message from these messages resonated most with you. Maybe it was all of them, maybe it was none of them, maybe it was just a couple. So I'm curious, let me know. And also, if you are curious to start doing this work that I do and connecting with Spirit and start interpreting and understanding the messages that are in your dreams each night, then download my free guide, my Dream Recall Guide on how to decode your own dreams. I put the link down in the description, so download that, because everybody can do this. And we connect into Spirit every night when we go to sleep, and we can all get messages. So if you want to start doing that, download the guide. And if you have a burning question that you might want an answer to, that you haven't been able to get in your dreams or just get in life, feel free to book a dream oracle reading with me. You can go to my website to do that. It is also in the description, and it's also on the screen here. And I would love to connect with you on Instagram. That is where I am most active on a daily basis. So you can send me a DM, you can tag me in a post, put me in your Instagram story, but just connect with me. I would love to connect with you. Next week's video is all about how to use your dreams for awakening and the ascension process. I feel like I might do a few videos on that, because it is an ever-evolving process for myself, and I'm learning new things as I go in this journey. So the first one is going to be next week. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell, so you are notified of my videos every Tuesday. I do videos for the full moon like this, as well as new moon dream oracle messages, and I'm so excited you're here. So thank you so much for watching. Tell a friend, and I will see you next week. Bye.